Hello, mighty companions. This is Earl Purdy, and I'm here today to do lesson 194 from A Course in Miracles in Plain Language. And the lesson is I place the future in the hands of God. I place the future in the hands of God. I place the future in the hands of God. I place the not yet in the hands of the Creator. I place the future in the hands of God takes another step toward quick happiness, and a giant step toward happiness it is indeed. So great the distance that this lesson encompasses, that this lesson, I place the future in the hands of God, sets you down just short of reality with the goal in sight and obstacles behind. Your foot has reached the lawns that welcome you to God's gate, the quiet place of peace, where you await with certainty the final step of God, which is love. How far are we progressing now from earth? How close are we approaching to our goal? How short the journey still to be pursued? Except that you place the future in the hands of God, and it means you have passed all anxiety, all pits of hell, all blackness of depression, all thoughts of sin and devastation brought about by guilt. Except I place the future in the hands of God, and it means you have released the world from all imprisonment by loosening the heavy chains that lock the door to freedom on the world. You are saved, and your healing thus becomes the gift you give the world because you have received. Do you know that in no one instant is depression felt, or pain experienced, or loss perceived? In no one instant sorrow can be set upon a throne and worshipped faithfully. In no one instant can one even die. And so each instant given unto God in passing, with the next instant given God already, is a time of your release from sadness, pain, and even death itself. Do you know that God holds your future as God holds your past and present? Your future, past, and present are one to God, and so your future, past, and present should be one to you. Yet in this world, I know the temporal progression still seems real, and so you're not asked to understand the lack of sequence really found in time. You are but asked to let the future go, and place the future in God's hands. And you will see by your experience that you have laid the past and present in God's hands as well, because the past will punish you no more, and future dread will now be meaningless. Release the future, for the past is gone, and what is present, freed from its bequest of grief and misery, of pain and loss, becomes the instant in which time escapes the bondage of false ideas, where time runs its pitiless and inevitable course. Then is each instant which was slave to time transformed into a healing instant, when the truth that was kept hidden in God's creation is free to bless the world. Now are you free, and all your glory shines upon a world made free with you to share your innocence. Do you know that if you can see the lesson for today, I place the future in the hands of God as deliverance, the lesson for today really is, you will not hesitate to give as much consistent effort as you can to make this idea that you place the future in the hands of God part of you. And as you place the future in the hands of God becomes a thought that rules your mind, which is a habit in your problem-solving repertoire, which is a way of quick reaction to temptation, you extend your learning to the world. And as you learn to see the truth in all things, so will the world perceive that it is saved. What worry can beset the one who gives his future to the loving hands of God? How can you suffer when you give your future to the loving hands of God? What could cause you pain or bring experience of loss to you if you place the future in the loving hands of God? What can you fear, and what can you regard except with love? For you who have escaped all fear of future pain, have found your way to present peace, which is certainty of care the world can never threaten. You are sure that your perception may be faulty, but will never lack correction. You are free to choose again when you have been deceived. That means to change your mind when you've made mistakes. Place then your future in the hands of God. For thus you call the memory of your Creator to come again, replacing all your thoughts of sin and evil with the truth of love. Think you the world could fail to gain thereby, and every living creature not respond with healed perception? Who entrusts himself or herself to God has also placed the world within the hands to which you have yourself appealed for comfort and security. You lay aside the sick illusions of the world along with everyone else's, and you offer peace to both. Now are we saved indeed, for in God's hands we rest untroubled, sure that only good can come to us. If we forget that only good can come to us because we place the future in the hands of God, we will be gently reassured. If we accept an unforgiving, misperceiving thought, it will soon be replaced by the reflection of love. And if we are tempted to attack, we will appeal to God who guards our rest, to make the choice for us that leaves temptation far behind. No longer is the world our enemy, but we have chosen that we be the world's friend. So your lesson for today is, I placed the future in the hands of God. You place the future in the hands of God. You place the future in the hands of God. You place the future in the hands of God. You place the what's not yet going to happen to you in the hands of love. You place the future in the hands of God. You place the future in the hands of God. I place the future in the hands of God. I place the future in the hands of God. You place the future in the hands of God. Will you not place the future in the hands of God? Place the future in the hands of God. Place your future, place your future in the hands of God. Place your future in the hands of God. Place your future in the hands of God. I place my future in the hands of God. I place my future in the hands of God. I place my future in the hands of God. I place my future in the hands of God. Yes, mighty companions, check me out at www.earlpurdy.com and check out my classes. And let peace extend from my mind and my heart to yours.